Good morning, fams. How are we doing? Hope you guys are having a good morning, because you ain't, you should, because you can. Today we're going to talk about Killswitch Engage. Now I've been a big fan of them for quite some time now. Can't remember when I was starting into them. I can't remember, but anyhow, I got all of their albums except one. Their very first one, Killswitch Engage. It was okay of album. Yeah, I'm gonna be going through all their albums one by one and talking about them and grading them, and yeah. Starting off with the first one, it was okay. I listened to it. Don't have it. I wish I had it. But it was okay. You know, I just like collecting the albums for some reason. I don't know why. It was good. Not their best work, but it was okay. Decent. And then this is when I start getting into the albums. Their second album, Alive or Just Breathing. Now this one's pretty good. It's better than their first one. They really put in some work on this album. This one is one of their better albums. I give it a 8 out of 10. I mean, it's very good. You can see them here. But yeah, I like it. Very good album. Next, might has to be their biggest hit, biggest album yet. The End of Heartache. I just like the picture. Pretty cool picture. The End of Heartache. The song itself is so good. Here's the songs. It's very good. And I have to say that last one was the last album that Jessie Leach, the original singer, was on. This one has Howard Jones, the replacement for Jessie Leach. Right here. Boy, they look so young, don't they? They look young then. Which they were. They were in their 30s? 20s maybe? Or late 20s? But yeah. This is a 9 out of 10. This is a very, very good album. Go out and get it yourselves a copy. And then brings us to when I really started getting into them. And now I'm starting to remember now. 2006, 5, when I started getting into this band. Yeah. Wow, a long time ago. Their best album, maybe their best album of their career, As Daylight Dies. Plus, this is the limited edition or special edition. My Curse. This is the best song of their career, and it's on this album. This album, I thought, they really put effort into a good album. They didn't half-ass it. They didn't really, we'll just make an album. They tried and tried until they succeeded, and they put it out, and it became one of their best albums. I mean, there's some good songs on this album. Yeah. And then comes probably their worst work. Their self-titled Killswitch Engage. So they made a self-titled their very first album with Jessie, and then they made a self-titled with Howard. Not a very good album. I was excited for the album, and I listened to it, and I'm like, oh, that's it. I have to say, this is the worst half-assed album they've ever done. This is like a 5 out of 10. This is not even. I mean, there's some decent songs on the album, but I just feel like they didn't never really try. They just here's a song, do it. You know. They kind of. It was a hard album to make. Howard Jones. This is his last album he was on. It's just, it's not very good work. As you can see here, it's just, it's bland. It's just boring. It's just, I don't get the point in the album. My favorite song on the album, Save Me. But yeah, there's some not very good songs. This album I don't listen to anymore, or I hardly listen to. I listen to it once in a while when I'm in a Killswitch Engage mood, but not very often. And then after he left, it was a couple years that who's gonna be the singer, how are they gonna find new replacements, and then they started finding replacements, looking for singers, and Jessie Leach popped up in the conversation again. Hey, I'm back, I'm feeling better, let's give it another try. Yeah, sure, why not, we'll give you a try. And then comes Disarm the Descent. Now I was very excited for this album. It's a good album. They really tried to make a much better than their last album. I mean, there they go. There's Jessie right there. So he's the original singer. But yeah, it's a very good album. They really tried to make a better album. I listen to this a lot. I like it. This is the very first album that Jessie Leach came back on. It's a 9 out of 10. It's very good. And then another good album, Incarnate. Very good album. And they've been doing some good writing. Yeah. I do like that picture though. That's a good picture of them. Like in the shade. This is a 9 out of 10. It's very good. Incarnate. Now comes my favorite album. One of my favorite albums of their category. Potomac. Potomac is a good album. It's more of a... They really went... what's the word I'm looking for? Jessie has a lot of depression, and there's a lot of depression on this album. He wrote songs, and this album has Howard Jones back on it for one song, the single Fire. So he did one song on the album as a duo. My favorite song is Take Control. Take Control. And then you can see them here. Very good album. I am very impressed how much they've came. And it's a new label. They're on Metal Blade Records now. So they are not with Roadrunner somewhere. They kind of fallen out. But yeah, this is a 10 out of 10. It's very good. And that does it. There goes your Killswitch Engage, all the albums, except one. Hope you guys liked it. Until then, hit the like button and subscribe. And tell me what you guys' favorite Killswitch Engage album is. I really appreciate it. See you guys next video.